Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and I'm just having to have this conversation, possibly come to the realization that this really might be the last week that my YouTube channel is around. Who knows, maybe it's even going to be the last. I've never had the kind of error that just had trying to go live. I'm hoping it's just going to be like a coding error or something like that within the program. I don't know. So let everybody know what's going on here. Over the last week or so, I've seen, a lot of weird things happening behind the scenes on my YouTube studio. So I'll set up a thumbnail, the thumbnail's not there. I'll set up a live stream, the live stream's not there. I just set up this last live stream and then the thumbnail wasn't there. Some of the settings weren't there. So I reset them and I go through with it. So as a lot of you guys know, I triple stream and I started streaming no problem to Twitter. I don't think I've even deleted the tweet. You can go see probably like a minute-long thumbnail. And then to Rockfin. And then all of a sudden I go to YouTube and you know what? This might be XSplit software. I have no idea. I intend to do the video because it's an important video where we're going to go over Bill Gates and so much more. I have this interview from late July with Bill Gates that's been largely ignored that coincides with the video on the CNBC article that nobody seems to be talking about. And on top of that, there's a lot of other things to go over, such as the CDC's full death numbers now seem to show, and I have the link. It's over on my Facebook if you want to go check it out, that we're actually going to have less deaths than we did in 2018. So anybody who was telling you that we were going to have 300,000 more deaths in this country than last year is incorrect, according to the CDC. Now, I'm only using authoritative sources because, again, we're trying to stay on this platform. It's number one, the largest video platform in the world. Number two, it's the largest or the second largest search engine in the world. Number three, it's owned by the largest operating system in the world, Android. I mean, we keep going, Google, Alphabet. It's imperative to stay here, no matter what you think of it, right? Isn't that the truth? So, I mean, I just need people, rokfin.com, stream on YouTube in an hour. It was saying my quota was limited. And then every time I was trying to get into YouTube to authorize the XSplit software, it was giving me like this roundabout message where it wouldn't authorize it. I don't know what quota. I have a license, obviously, on the software, so there's no quota there. Did YouTube start capping how long somebody can live stream? I know I just saw, Timcast was on for the hours. There's never been a limit there. So what is going on? Why can't I get into that? Is my channel just going to be pulled? Are they going to try to arbitrarily go through some of my videos and selectively enforce some cyberbullying nonsense, or try to say that, my channel was promoting something out? We go to the authoritative source, right? We read the mainstream news article. Like another thing that I was going to go over tonight and will go over one way or another. So if I can't go on YouTube in an hour, go to rokfin.com/Jason Burmis and I'll make it a free one. We'll live stream from Rockfin. We'll also be on Twitter. That's going to be at 10:30 Central or 11:30 Eastern. 90+% of these cases are asymptomatic. What do I mean by that? That means if you didn't do, when you do a randomized testing of everybody in a certain population in this country, I have yet to see, and I'm going to show you some of the CDC numbers, anybody show anything less than a 90+% asymptomatic cases, right? Most of these cases, on its face, if you have a virus that you're trying to tell people is, when it's infected somebody, is 90+% asymptomatic, and then you're letting anybody move, well, of course, there's going to be reinfections, right? And OAN, love them, hate them, alt-right them, whatever, it doesn't really matter. They had some big restrictions put on their YouTube channel. they've monetized now. They're not allowed to stream, I think, for a week because they said they put them out with some kind of a cure video for COVID 1984. So what if they take this vaccine and you go to school? So what if we don't take the vaccine and you go to school? I don't understand what you're saying there. Again, they're trying to force this thing everywhere. Another piece of censorship that got off is this gentleman who worked for Pfizer. I watched his 35-minute lecture today. We're not going to play any of that on YouTube, but I'm going to show you where you can find it. I think it's posted over on a place called Blazing Press. And, you know, this is a guy, of course, talking about the virus being a real thing, but then talking about the infection rates, talking about antibodies, talking about T-cell immunity, and things that, you know, you're not supposed to, I guess, be able to talk about, which is bizarre. It's a bizarro world. Thumbs this video up. Guys, we got 70 thumbs up. Let's get it to 100. And listen, I want to be able to, you know, use my software, guys. You know, don't get me wrong. This little shebango looks okay from here on my phone. Really quick style, right? This is my backup studio right here. Bum, bum, bum. My backup studio, the one I really want to do an interview channel on, The Nation in Distress. But there's so much going on right now in the world, guys. There's so much going on that should concern all of us, that concerns me especially, right? Or why would I be telling you guys? Why would I be sitting here doing these videos? And censorship is obviously amongst them. I mean, why is it that CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, the Washington Post, the New York Times, even the New York Post even tell you carte blanche lies in unison over decades, when we're talking about weapons of mass, right? When we're talking about the war on terror in general, right? When we're talking about how Vietnam War started, right? When we're talking about the assassination of not only one of our former presidents, but his brother, Martin Luther King Jr., and yes, even Malcolm X. Why is it that we have to wait decade upon decade upon decade to try to unravel truths that are shrouded in disinformation, misinformation, and media muppet head puppeteering of the narrative? Why do we accept that? I would argue we can no longer accept that. Guys, please go over to my Facebook page. Anybody can go follow it. It's a personal one. It's not the, you know, I don't do enough with the other one that, or any of it, because Facebook censors so much. But I have the part of the website where you can see the total deaths for the year via the CDC, and anybody can look up the total deaths for the year via the CDC in previous years. And they even have the COVID deaths, everybody that had any kind of COVID, and they count it as a death. That's on there as well. Okay. And if you go under my little rant, there's the link to it. I only cut it out to show people. People be like, that's Photoshop, Jason. You're not authoritative, Jason. The CDC didn't come out and say that, Jason. You didn't have a major WHO official come out and say lockdowns are for one thing, making poor people an awful lot poorer. And we must never, ever, ever marginalize that. I mean, come on. Even somebody within the WHO, an organization do not like, is saying that. What are we waiting for to step up to the plate and try to take these people on? So here's the deal, guys. I'm doing my best. Hopefully within the next hour, whatever's going on with YouTube and XSplit is going to allow me to do my thing, go online and broadcast. If not, we're going to on Periscope and Rockfin. So if you haven't made the free Rockfin, I'm for it. By the way, the Ray token, that power Rockfin, an all-time high of $1.24 today. That's big. That shows you that there's actually value in that network. It's not a joke. It is going to rise. It's not just a turn and burn. I really believe that ROKFI.com is going to be the place where most of you are probably going to have to find me soon. And who knows how else we're going to make it. I may have to get another job. I have to do more things to get this information out. I mean, I wish I was wrong. I hope I am wrong. But I can't even get a review on a thumbnail. Like, I can't get a review on a thumbnail where I'm showing a prime minister dressed up in blackface, stuffing his pants. I can't even get the review on that. Now, they don't dare take down the video where the thumbnail's in the background, almost the entire video. But I point out their hypocrisy error, and when I review, and they just, no, Jason. So if you want to support me, you can do so through The Rock. Then again, this video is going to be free for an hour. If it's not on YouTube, it'll be premium otherwise. But you know what? No matter what, forget about the premium. We'll turn it premium later if I want to. You know, still Friday's videos free. There's plenty of free stuff on there. If you want to go premium, great. You get everybody's stuff. And on top of that, the GoFundMe's down below. Obviously, I need your help now more than ever. How dare I read the CDC's website and show you the total deaths for the year? Less than in 2018, according to the CDC. Bad man for that. How dare I play you Bill Gates talking about what these vaccine trials show and what the vaccines are actually going to do via antibodies? Dare I do that? How dare I? How dare I point out CNBC is telling you you're going to get sick if you take this vaccine more than likely. And you might get so sick after the first one that you don't come back for the second one. It's in the article. So hopefully I'm going to see you guys in about 45 minutes over at the channel. Go thumbs that video up regardless. Find a way to do it and do it live. And I love you guys. I'll see you soon.